If you have nail ridges, this is the video for you. Nail ridges are either vertical or horizontal lines that are going across your nail. In my case, I have them from my cuticle to the ends of my nails, and on some nails it's more prominent than others. My thumbs are really pretty obvious, and my ring fingers have a long ridge going down the line of the nail. This causes the nail to grow a little bit funny and makes it a little bit difficult for me to grow my nails really long without a lot of other support tools to make it kind of stay more strong, because it makes it easy to snap or break. When I started getting nail ridging, it was a little over 2.5 years ago in the summer, so it'll be 3 years coming up after I had a common virus that a lot of people were getting. I had a few effects after the virus went away. One of them was my hair shed a great deal, my eyebrows and my eyelashes as well thinned out, and the nail ridging. And since they're all keratin related, it was obvious that something was going on there that was telling my body, look, there's something wrong. So I went to a doctor when we were able to, and I had some blood tests. And this is something I encourage for you as well. If you suddenly have nail ridging or hair falling out or anything of those effects, you might want to make sure that you have some tests done to make sure it's not something even bigger. So what my blood tests and appointments had told me was that my adrenal glands were under a great amount of stress, and that's pretty common after you may have a long illness or serious virus. Your adrenal glands are going to suffer. So that was one thing I needed to re-support and get stronger. The other thing was my iron levels and my D levels were extremely low. So those are two other things that I need to get supported. Another factor is also having dehydration, something I really didn't realize could cause this issue, which was simply I wasn't getting enough fluids, enough water. One of the easy explanations for nail ridging is just simple aging, and we have to really take really good care of our hands and nails and make sure we have enough moisture and fluids. There are also other factors that can cause nail ridging. So I encourage you, if you have this suddenly, I just want you to make sure you're going to see someone to see if there's not any other underlying cause. So I mentioned fluid. I am definitely drinking a lot more water to try and support this issue. And also, if you're working out like I am, you're going to want to make sure you're having enough electrolytes. So you're replenishing the fluids. I love this one from Ultima. I get this at Whole Foods and also Amazon, and it's just a lemon mix. I put this in with my water on days where I know I'm going to be sweating a lot, just to make sure I have enough fluids. Another supplement I like to add to make sure I'm getting every single day is green juice powder. I get this formula from Whole Foods. It's in a bag, so I don't really like the way the bag is, so I put it inside a separate container. It also clumps up pretty easily, so this is easy to break down with a spoon when I'm putting it into my drink, and it does have a little bit of an earthy taste. It's not a big deal, but this is helping to support my immunity and my digestion, and that's really helpful for this issue. Since I mentioned that I am low in some of the supplements from a blood test result, I'm making sure that I have a multivitamin every day. I love this one from Alive. It's a chewable version. There's ones that you can just swallow, but I hate swallowing pills, so I found this helps a bit, and it's pretty easy just to take 2 and chew those up with my other supplements. And because I'm low in D, I have this also D version I take every single day. This is a 5,000 IU. I make sure I have 1 and sometimes 2 a day because I'm very low in D, and that's something I need to supplement. And zinc is a really big issue with vertical lines, and you can also have a really depletion in zinc. I'm making sure I have this every single day. This one has copper in it, and it's a really good formula. I like that one a lot. And the big kicker for an issue with vertical lines is iron. I am very, very low in iron. I have a really big problem with that, and that might be something you have as well. You can have a blood test that will definitely tell you what's going on with your iron levels. Iron supplement has been helping so much. There's several foods that we can take, but these are things that I need those extra supplements with. So I love this raw iron supplement. It's easy to digest, and to top it all off, I'm going to always recommend a probiotic because that's going to help with your immune system, help you absorb food better, help with inflammation. the whole thing of digestion and getting all the nutrients from our food. You want to make sure that you have a really great probiotic. So to support my thyroid and my digestion and inflammation, these again are the three things that are causing some of these issues with the ridges. I'm going to always recommend taking 2 Brazil nuts every single day as a supplement. This has selenium and really needed to help support the thyroid. They taste good. I love them. They're really, really wonderful food supplement, I guess I could say. Another nutrient source from a nut or a seed is pumpkin seeds. I get a big bag from TJ Maxx. It's only $3.99. They have them at Trader Joe's and Whole Foods. I recommend the raw seed. This is a container I get from TJ Maxx. I put all my nuts in these containers. I love to eat these on top of a salad or just raw itself. They have high iron, also selenium, and it's really another thing that's really good to help support your thyroid, helps support your immunity, helps with your hair and your skin and your nails. Another seed that I recommend as a supplement is sunflower seeds. They are high in so many nutrients. They also have selenium, and it's going to also support your adrenal glands and help with inflammation. There's so many benefits to these seeds, and you can add them on top of your salads, put them on top of soups, maybe even yogurt, or if you like that kind of more of like the savory flavors, or just eat a handful every single day. Really amazing results from eating raw sunflower seeds. One of the things that seems like a really good idea is to file the nail ridging down, and that is actually a really, really bad idea. The nail ridging is just the same nail that you already have, but rippled up and down. And if you file it, you're removing the integrity of the nail bed, and you'll make it very weakened, and it just is not a great idea. So I recommend doing very light filing to smooth out if it's rippling as the nail grows out, and very gently deal with the cuticle. I love this really large cuticle stick that I get from Sally's Beauty. There's really a lot of tiny cuticle sticks, but this larger one is just easier to maneuver if you have some moisturizer on your nail, and to gently push back the cuticle. Don't do anything where you're cutting the cuticle, because that can be affected from the ridging as well. It's a really great idea to add nutrients on top of your nails to help support the ridging. One of the things I absolutely love is a nail oil. You can just make your own with olive oil or coconut oil, but I got this cuticle oil from Amazon and it's lasting me forever. I just put drops on my nails at night and rub that in. And a moisturizer is a really great way to moisturize and support the cuticle, which is where the nail is growing out from underneath, and just get as much moisture in there as possible. And I love this one from the Naked Bee. It has sunflower oil and aloe in it, 2 wonderful, great sources of nutrients. And one of my other favorites is from the Body Shop. It's this almond hand and nail cream, very emollient and moisturizing. It has sweet almond oil and Brazil nut oil in it, 2 wonderful things that are going to help support the cuticle. I'm going to recommend being really careful with nail polish remover because they're so drying, and you don't really want to dry out the nail bed even further. And I love this one from Q-Tex, but even when I use it, I make sure I wash my hands after to get as much as the chemical out, because acetone is going to really dry out your nail bed. It's going to dry out your cuticle. But this one is nice because it has some extra moisturizing benefits to it. It's not just straight acetone. And if you polish your nails, you may not want to polish them or keep polish on them constantly. You're going to give your nails a break. So right now I have my nails just regular, nothing is on them but moisturizer, but I do polish my nails often as I'm making videos or just for going out, because the nail ridging is pretty obvious and I like to cover that up. When I do, I like to have a very nice base on my nails. I like this Sally Hansen one, and I also like to top it off with some type of top coat, because any type of nail polish just kind of soaks into the ridging, and you want to make sure you have layers. So I have those 2. I have a base and a top coat, but in between, the colors that I really like, I found this version from Ella and Mila sheer polish. So it's not like a deep heavy color if you don't like that. They have several of these. I found these at Target. This one is in bold, and it's a beautiful, it makes like a jelly coating to your nail, and it looks really nice, and it covers up the ridging really well. One of the formulas that I absolutely love for the ridging issue is the Sally Hansen Color Therapy line. This line has argan oil in the whole entire formula, and for some reason it just makes the nicest, smoothest polish. I think it's obviously the argan oil is making it really smooth and glossy, I love all the colors that they have. And if you'd like a nice color that isn't distracting or obvious, the Rosy Quartz one has a classic color. This is my favorite. And my second favorite is the Primrose and Proper. Both very beautiful colors. I recommend checking out that whole entire line because the polish goes on so smooth, and I found that it doesn't settle directly into the ridges. I hope you found this information helpful, and please check out some of my videos that are dealing with hair loss and the eyebrow and eyelash loss issue. I'm dealing with that right now and working on strengthening that with some serum from The Ordinary, and I have some videos where that whole progress is going. So if you're interested in that journey, please check out those videos.